Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing about a potential blockbuster trade that could dramatically reshape the NFC North and give the Green Bay Packers a serious boost heading into the final stretch of the season. The buzz is all about Houston Texans outside linebacker Will Anderson Jr., potentially heading to Green Bay. Now I know what you're thinking, another trade rumor? But hear me out. This isn't just any rumor. There's a lot of smoke behind a possible deal that could see the Packers adding a premier pass rusher to their already talented front seven. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Texans are open to trading Anderson in exchange for a first-round pick and a fourth-round pick. Why would Houston do that? Well, for starters, the Texans are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Despite having a solid 7-6 record and a talented quarterback in C.J. Stroud, who's been showing flashes of brilliance, Houston is prioritizing their offensive line overhaul. They've allowed 44 sacks so far this season, which is a stark reminder that their protection needs serious work. So, parting ways with Anderson, a player with elite pass rush skills, might be a strategic move to acquire draft capital and focus on shoring up their offensive line and secondary. Anderson, at just 24 years old, is already establishing himself as one of the premier edge rushers in the league, with a career tally of 38. 5 sacks and over 185 pressures, he's a game-changer on the field. His PFF pass rush grade hovers around an impressive 88. 2, and he's a 2-time Pro Bowler who's proven he can be a disruptive force. This season, Anderson has been particularly impactful, tallying 72 pressures, ranking second among edge rushers along with 13 sacks, 58 run stops, and maintaining an overall PFF grade of 87. 6. He's also recorded 15 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, and boasts a run defense grade of 90. 1, despite battling an ankle injury earlier in the year. The consistency and explosiveness Anderson brings make him a perfect fit for a team like Green Bay that's looking to solidify its pass rush and take the next step towards Super Bowl contention. Now, let's talk about what this could mean for the Packers. With the departure of key players like Rashan Gary, who's out with an ACL tear, the Packers need to inject some serious speed and explosiveness into their front seven. Adding Anderson, alongside Preston Smith and Kenny Clark, could elevate their pass rush from a solid 40 sacks projected this season to an eye-popping 55 sacks. That increase of around 26% in pressures would be a game-changer, giving quarterback pressure on every snap and forcing mistakes. It's a move that could dramatically improve the Packers' chances against top-tier offenses, especially in the playoffs. Think about it. Green Bay's defense has been decent this year, but they've struggled against the pass at times, allowing over 225 yards per game through the air. Anderson's ability to generate pressure consistently could be the catalyst that transforms this defense into a feared unit capable of shutting down high-powered offenses. His presence would also bolster their ability to stop the run, which has been a concern at times, allowing around 125 yards per game. Bringing in a player of Anderson's caliber could also serve as a psychological boost for the entire team, igniting a ferocious pass rush that opponents will think twice about when planning their attack. And let's not forget the impact on the playoff picture. Right now, the Packers are sitting in a good spot, but every win counts, and bolstering the pass rush could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. The odds of Green Bay making it to Super Bowl LX could be significantly improved with a player like Anderson on the field. Bookmakers are already adjusting their futures, with the Packers' odds improving from plus 800 to plus 400, reflecting the potential seismic shift this trade could bring. Anderson's impact in the playoffs has been notable, with an impressive pass rush grade of 89. 4 in postseason games, and his presence alone could increase their win probability against division rivals like the Vikings by around 18%. Now, let's take a quick step back and look at the bigger picture. The Texans acquiring draft picks in this deal makes sense. They're prioritizing building a balanced roster. They've shown a willingness to sell speed now to draft some of the best young talent available. Houston's focus is on fixing their secondary, which has struggled this year, allowing about 225 passing yards per game. They're betting on the draft to bring in playmakers and improve their pass defense in the long run. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this trade would be a game changer. It's not just about adding a talented player, it's about sending a message that Green Bay is committed to contending now. With Anderson's ability to generate pressure and disrupt offenses, they can shift from a good team to a feared one, especially as they gear up for the playoff push. Imagine the scene: Anderson lining up opposite Preston Smith and Kenny Clark, creating chaos in the backfield, forcing turnovers, and setting up the offense with short fields. The Packers' defense could become the backbone of a team that's more than just a playoff contender. It could be a serious Super Bowl threat. Remember, Green Bay's defense has shown flashes of brilliance this season, and with a player like Anderson adding that extra edge, they could become one of the league's most feared units in the postseason. The Packers have the talent on offense, with Jordan Love continuing to develop in weapons like Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, but to truly elevate their chances, they need that dominant pass rush. Now, the question on everyone's mind: will the Packers pull the trigger? That remains to be seen, but the rumors are heating up, and the opportunity to land Anderson could be too good to pass up. The Packers' front office has shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, and in a season where every game counts, picking up a player of Anderson's caliber could be the move that propels them into serious Super Bowl contention. It's all about timing and fit, and given their current needs on defense, especially as they look to strengthen their pass rush and overall explosiveness, this trade could be a perfect fit. As fans, we all want to see our team make bold moves that set the stage for a deep playoff run. Anderson's addition could be that spark, the kind of move that turns a good defense into a legendary one. It's the kind of move that could leave division rivals scrambling and make the NFC North even more competitive. The Packers are building a team that's not just looking to compete but aiming to dominate, and acquiring Anderson would be a statement of intent. So stay tuned, keep your fingers crossed, and get ready for what could be an exciting few days in Green Bay. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the impact of this potential trade isn't just limited to this season. It could shape the Packers' defense for years to come. Anderson's youth and elite skill set mean he could be a cornerstone for the franchise, much like the Watt brothers' influence on their respective teams. His ability to pressure the quarterback, set the edge, and help in run support makes him a rare talent that fits perfectly into Green Bay's defensive scheme. With the Packers needing to continue building their team around Jordan Love and surrounding him with talent, adding a player like Anderson would send a strong message that the Packers are back in win-now mode, ready to contend for Lombardi trophies. And let's keep in mind, the NFC North is going to be even more competitive next year. The Lions are surging, and the Vikings are always in the mix, especially if they make some improvements on defense. The Bears, with their young quarterback and new coaching staff, are also looking to take a step forward. If the Packers can land Anderson and bolster their pass rush, they'll have a crucial advantage in divisional matchups, which often decide playoff seeding. A fierce pass rush can disrupt these rival offenses, and with Anderson's explosiveness, the Packers could dominate the line of scrimmage, making it tough for opponents to move the ball consistently. In the end, whether or not this trade materializes, it's clear that the Packers are in a position to make bold moves. The NFL trade deadline is always a hot time for surprises, and Green Bay has the resources, the draft capital, and the motivation to make a statement. Fans should stay tuned, keep their eyes on the news, and dream of a defense that's capable of carrying the team deep into January. This season has been exciting, and with the right move, it could become legendary. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential deal? Do you believe Anderson is the missing piece to push the Packers over the top? Or do you think they should focus on other areas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.